Hello everybody, this is Petey from BurgZerg Arcade at BurgZergArcade.net, and here we are back again with our RPG controller tutorial. And today we're going to continue on. We're going to add back in our turning. So just a quick recap, it has been a few days since I've touched this. We have forwards, backwards, and strafing, and combinations, and walk. Ah yes, walk. Someone pointed out on the forums a better way than what I had set up for it, and I liked it. I actually liked the fact that everyone had suggestions. Some of them weren't quite right, but I did find one I like. Instead of having all these lines of code, I'm going to actually go ahead and remove them all now, as we don't need them. We can do it with mathf.clamp. So we only need 2 lines of code. So what we're going to do is say, if we're walking, or if that bool is set to walk, and we're just going to go ahead and set the floats for move Z and move X. And we're going to clamp it to be between negative 0.25 and negative 0.25 and 0.25. And we really should go ahead and switch these over to a constant, so we just don't have these magic numbers here. But if we're not walking, go ahead and, well, just do like we regularly do. Let's go ahead and make that constant up here. So I'll come down here, and it will be a float, and I'm going to say walk speed. And I'm going to make that equal to 0.25 float. And I haven't actually done any real testing to see what works best for the animations I have. I'm sure some people out there have. And if you found one that works really good, by all means, let us know down below in the comments. Now we'll go negative walk speed, get rid of that period, or decimal. There we go. I've recently switched back to model develop, so some of the coloring's throwing me off. I'm used to certain things being a certain color. All right, that should be okay. Let's jump back into Unity, make sure we have no errors, and we'll start working on turning. All right, now OCD kicks in, and I got a test. Yep, and let's do the walk. Yep, yep. All right, and one thing I did note, I always forget to turn foot IK on. If you are using root motion, make sure you have that checked. Even if you're not using root motion, a lot of times I want that checked anyway, and it just stops your character from floating down. It makes the feet land where they're supposed to on the ground. But turning. What I'm going to do for this is go ahead, create a new blend tree, and I'll just call this turn left. We'll go ahead, we'll open it up, and this is just going to be a 1D blend tree. Now we could go ahead and do this as a 2D as well, like we did with the actual different types of runs, but I just want to keep this one simple and have an example of both, basically in the same project. So I'm going to go ahead, add a few motions here. We need an idle, we need a run forward, we need a run backwards, we need a walk forward, and we need a walk backwards. So let's go ahead, let's see. I have gone ahead and downloaded some jump animations. So if you want to go ahead and grab the same ones I do, I have the falling idle, falling to landing, falling roll, and running and jump. But let's go ahead, we'll jump into turning. Let's go idle. We have the selected. We'll take the turning folder. I don't know why. Unhighlights that for me. And we're doing left, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the left. And we are going to have to go ahead and change some of these values. I'm going to get them all set up first, then I'll go ahead and change the values. So idle's done. We need walking. Go into the turn folder. I have 2 here. I have walking backwards, turn right, and we have walking, turn left. And as I said before, it really doesn't matter for turning, because you usually have symmetrical turns. If you don't want to have symmetrical turns, by all means, go look for another animation. So this is walking, turn left. And walking backward, I might have to look at this. Yeah, this is just a walk. So add up, go ahead, I'll throw that in. And I'm actually going to go ahead and start fixing some of these. This is actually going to be the -1, the run backwards. Backwards turn right. We are going to have to mirror this because we are going left. This will be 0.5. But walking, 0.2, yeah, 0.25. Let's do 0. Walking turn left is 0.25. This one's supposed to be negative. And the only one left is the run. Running, turning. And we have a running turn right. So we will have to mirror this, which is just as simple as clicking a button. And these all look funky. Okay, we got turn left, backwards. We need negative. There we go. That looks symmetrical. Let's go ahead. Jump into our scene. I'm going to save this off. Let's hit start. And now we're not turning. And we connected, right? No, we didn't. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is click it. Make sure we have foot IK. Now let's make the connection. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll say turn off exit time. And we'll click on it and we'll say when turn is less than 0.1. And I know our turns don't kick in until 0.25, but I'm still going to use 0.1 in the line, in the transitions here. And of course, we'll transition back when turn is greater than 0.1. And we'll uncheck exit time. And let me just take a quick look here. Turn left. We actually want to change this to move Z for our parameter. The type of turn we are going to use is based on our speed. And it looks like I'm missing one here. And running backwards. Let's see here. I only have one running. So I'm actually going to use that one. I don't mind using the same one for like turn right, turn left. I don't like using the same one for forward and backward. And this one's got to be mirrored and played backwards. But hey, when you only have a certain set of animations, you do what you have to. I'm sure we could probably find one though. But we should all know how to do that. So let's just save it off. Jump back into our scene. We'll start it back up. And what I do with my transition. And it's supposed to be a negative. Ta-da! All right, here we go. Now when we jump back in, well, we know the turn left works for idle. All right, so let's go. Well, let's back him up. There's his running turn backwards. And it's not resetting. We go back when the value is negative. All right, did I mention I've been sick? All right, here we go. Now we have it. So we can turn left and it straightens out. Let's try walking. So turn left. Oh, that's strafing. So here he is turning left while he walks. Let's go forward and walk and turn left. Now it looks like we got a little bit of blending to work on. But to me, that's always kind of like the polish thing. That's one of the things I usually do last. So all the lefts are working. So let's go ahead. Actually, we got to stay here. Let's go ahead and do the rights now. So I'm going to go ahead, right click on it, and we're going to copy it. And let's just go ahead and paste it. And we'll have to move this over, maybe drag this out a bit. And it did copy the foot IK, great. We're going to go ahead and make the transitions right away. And now this is going to be when turn is greater than 0.1. And we're going to go back when turn is less than 0.1. And we're going to call this right turn. Let's go ahead, we'll jump in, and we can just actually go ahead and either mirror them or flip the mirroring for them. So uncheck, uncheck, check, check, uncheck. Some of these we actually do have animations for. This is just a really quick way to do it. Now, if you do have your other animations, obviously just go up and drag them in. And I do have at least the turning one. So I will go ahead and replace that. But I know the rest, I think I only have the one for. So we don't need to mirror that. And that should be it. At the very least, I get to keep the same values just by copying it for the thresholds. We'll jump back in. We should be able to hit play. I forgot to hit save. So let's hopefully nothing goes boom. Start running forward and turn right. And I think I've got a modifier for, let me see, did I do the exit time thing? No, I didn't. You can always tell when you're playing around. And you didn't do that. Let me go ahead and take a look at run. Did I have a modifier? Yes, for speed. Walking backwards, I'm at 1.3. That is something you will want to keep in mind for when you're walking backwards. If you have a 1.3, you might want to have your turning if it doesn't seem right. But again, a lot of this is just seasoned to taste. So go ahead, we can turn. Turn, let's back up. We'll do walk. I think I actually might want to turn faster. But there we go. We have our animations in. We do have to work on blending a bit. But like I said, that's something I usually like to save to the end. So next up, we're either going to be working on putting in our jump animation, start learning how to work with layers and layer masks, or start working on substates so we can go ahead and start breaking up different things into independent states that we can just jump between. I'll let all the people on Patreon vote on which one they want us to do next. And for the rest of us, well, we'll just see them in the next video. Bye-bye. So if you like the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. It really does help me out here on YouTube. And go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I can be a pretty chatty guy over there when I'm not walking through a forest or being stalked by eagles and falcons, lions, tigers, and bears.